Even Maya ruins.
You must be Manu.
Who's that? Who's there?
She's the one who found the treasure.
Is that right, Diego? Well, what can I do for you?
I overheard you telling the children about Maya ruins.
Finally, someone who pays attention.
Well, you were right about the crosses. Isabella followed them to a hidden crypt.
Ha! I knew it! No one ever listens to old Manu, but I was right.
So you were. And I bet you're telling the truth about those Maya ruins.
I recognize something in your voice. The thrill of discovery, of finding something someplace unseen for hundreds or even thousands of years.
There is something thrilling about that, isn't there?
There's no feeling like it. The taste of stale, dusty air still gets my heart racing. These modern people, these so-called realists, they close themselves off from such wondrous possibilities. They can't even imagine some of the things I've seen. That I would give anything to see again one last time.
Perhaps I could be your eyes. Your witness of those Maya ruins.
You could at that, yes.
Do you remember where the ruins were?
Now, where were they? I remember a pool fed by 3 waterfalls. I wish I could give you better directions, but it's been so many years.
I should be able to find it. And when I do, I'll come back and tell you all about it.
Oh, if you could do that for me. Touch that history. I would be so...
Say no more, Manu. I'll find it. I hope you've shined up those dancing shoes, Manu. I found the ruin. It was Maya, an ancient aqueduct. It was wonderful, just as you'd imagined.
I knew you would! Now, tell me everything.
The ruins had flooded because of the earthquake. I swam through tunnels teeming with peril.
Go on.
I found a vast cavern and a stone tower with massive heads carved into its sides.
The Lords of Xibalba, right? Incredible. What else?
It must have been an aqueduct of some kind. And you'll never believe this. Most of the machinery is still functional. Water wheels 3 men high turned as smoothly as the day they were built. It was amazing to see, Manu. To be so close to all that history where no one has set foot in hundreds of years.
I see it. I can smell it, feel it, taste it. You've brought tears to an old man's dry eyes. I can't thank you enough. I'd like to give you something.
Manu, I couldn't.
Please, I insist. It's the first relic I ever found. It's beautiful and intricate. A decorated skull. I'd like someone who has the same passion for exploring that I did as a young man to have it. Don't ever let anything kill your sense of curiosity and wonder.
I won't. Thank you, Manu.
Silly? Nah.
I love old maps. When I was a little girl, they always led to treasure.
They always make me feel more lost.
My name's Lara, by the way.
Pilar, you don't look like the type of tourists we usually get.
I'm an archaeologist, actually.
Yes, that would be more fitting, I think. You should speak with Abigail. She knows the history of this place better than almost anyone.
We've already met. Abby's been kind enough to let my friend and I stay with her while we're visiting.
Ah, well then, you are a welcomed guest in Kuakyaku.
Thank you. Do you need help understanding the map?
It wasn't meant for me to understand.
I have hidden the truth, as Abigail will find, but to uncover it, she must take a trip back in time.
Mariana was never much of a poet.
Mariana?
Abigail's grandmother. We lost her to cancer. 1 year ago today, actually.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Mariana wanted Abigail to have the map on the anniversary of her death, but
You're not sure.
I don't know if she's ready.
It's none of my business, but if it helps, Mariana believes she was.
You're right. I guess it never was my decision, was it? Would you mind delivering the map to Abigail? You could make a full-time job of chasing that girl around, and my hips just won't have it.
Not at all. Abby's grandmother wanted her to have this, but why? Pilar didn't seem to know. It has to have something to do with the riddle she wrote on the back. I have hidden the truth, as Abigail will find, but to uncover it, she must take a trip back in time. Abby, it's Lara.
Hey, stranger. How are you making out? How's Jonah?
Jonah's fine. He's with a friend.
A friend, huh? What's her name?
His name is Uchu. Listen, Abby, I'm back in Kwakyaku, and I've come across an old map that belonged to your grandmother.
Well, there's an old-timer in town, Diego. He runs the community garden. He's into maps, I think. Maybe he can take a look. Meet me there?
On my way.
Always nice to see fresh faces in town. Good for the mind to know that our little corner of the world isn't forgotten. Also good for the wallet, if you'd maybe take a look at what we have for sale up at the general store. Can I help you?
I'm a friend of Abby's. She asked me to meet her here. We have a map we'd like you to look at.
Oh, let's have a look. This is a nice piece of work. Good detail. Happy to see it's held up all these years.
You're familiar with it?
Might be a little more dust than the attic these days, but I never forget my work. Abby's grandmother asked me to draw it up. If I remember right, it was supposed to be some kind of gift for Abby.
There are blemishes here. 3 of them, do you see?
I didn't put those there. It smells like lemon, doesn't it?
Lemon? Lemon juice can be used as ink to... There could be a heat-fix message hidden in the map. Can I use your brazier?
Sure. Be my guest. So how does this work?
Well, lemon juice is organic, so it will oxidize and turn brown when it's heated, and a secret message will appear.
It's been a lot of years. You think it'll still show?
As soon as Abby gets here, we're gonna find out.
Find out what?
Speak of the devil.
I'm an angel, Diego. You know that.
Not when you were little.
Abby, according to Diego, your grandmother asked him to make the map for you, as a gift.
Why would I need a map of the village? I know this place in my sleep.
There's more. Your grandmother hid something here in the paper. You can barely see it. I think it's a secret message.
She used invisible ink.
Invisible ink. Really?
Well, it's just lemon juice, but...
But it does the trick.
So, what's this secret?
Don't know. May I?
Let's take a look.
Look, those symbols, they're...
3 X's.
X marks the spot.
Cute, Grandma.
Are these points far from here?
Nope. Should we split up?
Sure. I'll take those two there. Thanks. Abby's grandmother, Mariana, used lemon juice as invisible ink to hide 3 small X's, like a classic treasure map.
To be honest, el tiempo que tarde haciendo las compras.
Are you interested in trading?
Hi there.
See anything that you like? Enjoy. A good deal for both of us. Enjoy. A good deal for both of us. Enjoy. Excellent choice. Enjoy. Pleasure doing business with you.
Impossible. I can't carry any more. There's a three-stepped edge on one side that looks to have been carved by hand. Interesting. The other edge is roughly broken, like it's been shattered. This is only a piece of something larger. Abby, how are you making out?
Almost at it. Whatever it is. You?
Look for a fragment of stone with a three-stepped edge. I found one here. I'm sure we're looking for two others.
You're the expert.
This describes something nearby. I lie silent where arrows once flew, guarding a door which will no longer open. All full up. Can't carry any more. hand carved on one side. Broken on the other. Definitely part of something larger. It's almost familiar, but I wonder...
Lara, I think I have one of those stone things here.
I've got the others.
Now what?
Now we put them together and see what your grandmother is trying to tell you.
Pilar understood Grandma better than anyone. Meet me at her place.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
I've got some stuff to trade if you're looking.
¿Cómo te fue hoy? El nivel de mercurio fue un poco menor que la vez pasada.
I was hoping Abigail would be with you.
She's on her way.
Hi, Auntie.
It's been too long, child. Oh, let me look at you. Still with the short hair, I see.
Auntie, we found something in Grandma's map.
Actually, your hair could be better too, now that I see you again. The pair of you, like tomboys, out chasing after.
Auntie, please. Why did Grandma want me to have the map? I deserve to know.
Do you remember the stories your grandmother used to tell you as a child? About a magical, hidden place built by your ancestors?
Yes, but I grew up, and she grew old, and nothing magical ever happened.
But she didn't forget her promise. It's there, in your hands.
Why now?
I'm only the custodian of the map. It's up to you to discover its purpose.
Abby, I'm sure whatever is revealed in this map will lead to that hidden place and your answers.
I hope so. All right, let's take a look.
If we place each one of the fragments on the map where they were found, like so...
That's the Chacana, the Inca cross. It represents the 3 levels of existence. The upper world, the middle world, our world, and the underworld.
It also represents the things that make us human, like the ability to love, to take action, to gain wisdom.
But if I'm remembering correctly, the center of the Chacana is said to represent Cusco, the capital of the Inca Empire. In the context of the map, we're hundreds of miles from there.
Well, there are many interpretations of the Chacana. Cusco, a portal from one world to the next. It is also said to be the Eye of God, a guardian keeping watch over us all.
So, what are we looking for? I mean, this has to point to something, right?
Let's take a closer look. There has to be something we're not seeing. Something... There! I thought it was a small blemish when I first saw it, but in this light, it looks like a Maya hieroglyph.
Maya? That doesn't make any sense. We're Inca. What does it say?
Hahil. It means truth.
Truth. Truth about what?
I don't know. Does this place on the map mean anything to you?
Grandma and I would sit there when she told me stories about the hidden place.
Perhaps you'll find your answers there.
Are you ready?
Keep the map. I'll meet you there.
I thought the pieces looked familiar. It's not until I put them all together that I can see it. It's the Chacana, the Inca cross. There are many interpretations of the cross, debated even amongst the Inca themselves, but it's an extremely important symbol nonetheless. All full up. Can't carry any more.
Come see what I have to trade. What are you
How
looking
is
for?
everything?
Everything is for sale. Except Remac's drum. Thank you. Good. Come find me if you need anything else.
Abby, keep your radio close. I'll stay in touch if I find anything.
Sounds good. And watch your ass in there.
You can count on that. The gas is on. This architecture is definitely Maya.
So strange. Why would my grandma want me to know about this place? Got to be a way to swing that pendulum over here.
This doesn't make any... The wall behind this pendulum could be climbed. If I had to guess, I'd say this place is a massive forge. But on this scale, what would they be forging that would require this kind of heat?
Sorry, I'm not gonna be much help to you there.
This place, it's an ancient forge. What were they crafting here? Gonna be quite the climb. There are statues here. Huge faces arranged in a circle around the central column. They're watching over it like sentinels. But what are they guarding?
You have a view that I don't. Now I kind of wish I came with you.
Whoever was wearing this either had a splitting headache or they didn't leave at all. Wait, there's dried blood here. Per seismic imaging results, 25th of November, 1983. Massive oil fields beneath the village. I have conducted a physical examination of area and can confirm this to be the case. Recommend full drill operation. Porvenir will be back in the black. Village expendable. Recommend stage 01 outbreak if buyout ineffectual. We cannot allow the... Strange. The report cuts off mid-sentence. lies the missing man from Porvenir, killed in self-defense by Mariana Ortiz. You will not find a body, but this note instead. When I found him out, he attacked me, so I hit him on the head. It was his greed, not me, which made him dead. I'm sorry for his family that will never know his fate. If this note is discovered before I'm dead, you know where to find me. Abby, I found a note. It was written by your grandmother. She confesses to killing a man to protect herself and the village. She calls him the missing man from Porvenir. Does that mean anything to you?
I remember when I was a little kid, there was a search. One of the workers disappeared. We never found him. Shortly after that, the last of the oil dried up, and already left. My grandma.
I don't think she had a choice. sweet Abigail, it is time you learned the truth about your past and your responsibility for the future. You are a guardian, Abigail, as I was, as my mother was before me and hers before her, and so on and so on. All the way back to the time of Queen Aberrane, the mother of multitudes. Centuries ago, she led my people from the dry death of the great drought in Guatemala to the safety of this valley. On her deathbed, she chose a guardian from her line, and the responsibilities of mother were passed on. Eventually, that gift was given to me. Now, with my death, my sweet Abigail, I pass on the responsibility of guardian to you. You already know what to do. You've been doing it all your life. You are the mother of multitudes now. Keep our story well. Abby, I've got your grandmother's journal here. She's written to you. Looks like a place to cross.
You can't leave me hanging like that. Go on, what does it say?
The short of it, you're a descendant of the Maya Queen Aberrane on your grandmother's side. You're the latest in a long line of protectors that...
What? Queen Aberrane. Grandma is related to a Maya queen. Wait, I'm related to a Maya queen?
Yes, you're a guardian from what your grandmother said. It's all here.
What does that mean? I'm not even Maya. This day has gotten way too heavy. Pilar's got a lot of explaining to do.
Abby, I found a mural depicting a great journey. It shows a great journey south from Mexico to Peru. Thousands of people following their queen escaping mass drought. A queen leading thousands of her people from Mexico to Peru.
Why did she lead them here?
There are many theories about what happened to the Maya. There are old favorites: invasion, civil war, collapsing trade routes. But one theory has become very popular: that the Maya civilization was ultimately doomed by a period of severe climate change. She was probably leading them out of a decades-long drought.
So, where did they all go?
There's a sarcophagus here. It's beautiful. Definitely royalty.
A sarcophagus, like a coffin.
Exactly like a coffin.
I thought it was a forge.
Whoever is buried here, they were very closely tied to this place and its purpose.
Come see what I have to trade.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
You found the hidden place?
It was a forge, but something more as well.
Yes. It is the resting place of the Maya Queen Abarrane, the first guardian of Kwakiaku. She built the forge to construct an artifact of great power.
What artifact?
I don't know. Mariana told me that what was born from that place had long been lost. But she said the message it contained would always endure. It was a message of hope for the future.
If you knew about all this, why wouldn't you tell me?
I'm sorry, but I made a promise to Mariana.
So what? I'm supposed to accept that I'm Maya all of a sudden?
Abarrane's bloodline has been diluted over the centuries, but you are descended from her.
So what does this mean?
You're a guardian, Abigail. Like Mariana and her mother before her, all the way back to the time of Abarrane.
I can't be a guardian. I have responsibilities here.
You've been protecting this village for years. Hasn't a little bit of you always known? Felt compelled somehow? You are the keeper of the story now.
That's what Grandma used to say. She said it was her job to keep its story, to keep it safe. She promised that one day she would show me where it was, and then I'd be the keeper of its story.
She didn't forget her promise. She just had a different way of showing you.
It's so like her, isn't it? She couldn't just tell me. Had to make a treasure hunt out of it.
I loved your grandmother as if she was my own sister. But sometimes she was a gigantic pain in the ass.
Abby, I think I'll leave you two alone to talk about things. Sounds like you've got some catching up to do.
Thanks, Lara. Here, I want you to have this for all your help. And before you say anything, it's customary, so you kind of can't say no.
Thank you. Looks like this is Abby's family tree. Her family has lived in this village for hundreds of years, and it seems as though she's somehow related to most of the villagers. I've been doing some research, and I think we might be able to set ourselves up with a homemade refinery. It's going to be a lot of work, though, and I can't do it alone. We'll need to build an oil tank, 1,000-liter capacity. The hull of the ship sunk in the river could be used for the tank. Any volunteers for a salvage mission? We'll need to set up a system to collect the crude. Who wants to be in charge of the bucket brigade? Once we get these things set up, we should be able to make diesel, kerosene, and petrol. Enough to fly the planes and eventually maybe even turn a profit.